News Down and Dave. News Down and Dave.
This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this will be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta.
Yo, what's good, people? Yo, y'all like that, right? That was fire. So if y'all follow me on Twitter, that's what I was talking about. That's a surprise that hit my inbox. So shout out to my man, Sideline Mike. He hooked it up for your boy. So shout out to Sideline Mike. I'm gonna put a link into his his website, channel, Twitter, all that stuff. Once I get a chance. So shout out to Sideline Mike. He hooked us up with the intro. And my bad, Dave. I was gonna wait for Dave, but I couldn't hold it. I had to go ahead and play that joint. So my bad, Dave. I apologize. He told me to wait until Monday, and I couldn't do it. So shout out to Dave. He's still, as you can see, I'm solo. I'm still solo. So he's out doing this thing. It is what it is. So the show must go on. So we about to get it cracking. Shout out to my man Pat Coltrane. I waited for him to go off. Shout out to everybody coming over from Pat to holler at your boy. Appreciate that. It's all fun. Shout out to all the Panthers podcasters, YouTubers, and all that. Shout out to y'all, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna jump right into it. Do I got any announcements? I don't got any announcements. Just free DJ. I'm gonna roll with that. I don't got any more announcements. Let me pull some stuff up here. Prepare myself. Get things right. The intro kind of threw me off a little bit. So let's see. All right, let's get it cracking. All right, let's roll here. Let's go into. Oh, there it is. So Cincinnati, week 3. Shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals. They are coming to town. We only met these guys 5 times in the history of our short history. 5 times, and it happens to be the result of our last game, a tie, 2-2-1, which is wild. I know y'all remember the last game. I think it was back in 2014. We played them. It was a wild game. But we haven't beaten them in a while. So I think they won the first 2, we won the next 2, and then last year, 2014, we had a tie. That game was crazy. So it's a tie. The series is tied up. The tie must be broken. We not about this tie life. It's been too many ties. It's been a tie week 1. It's been a tie week 2. We not about this tie life. Okay, we are not gonna tie with the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, we are not gonna tie with the Cincinnati Bengals. It was a wild game. Mad injuries across the board. AJ Green didn't play. I think our starting running back was Fozzie at the time. Fozzie, and then we had Darren Reeves back there. It was a wild game. So hopefully some of the major players are still around. And they looking good right now. They looking good. But this is the battle of the Queen City, okay? This is the battle of the Queen City. I don't know if y'all knew, but Charlotte is the Queen City. Okay, we are the Queen City, and Cincinnati calls themselves the Queen City. Okay, so somebody got to give. Somebody got to give it up. Somebody got to give it up. Okay, we didn't settle it last time. We did not settle it last time, but this time it's going to be settled. Somebody got to give up the QC. Y'all can't be calling yourself QC Cincinnati. We had it first. Okay, we had it first. But I'm not going to get into the history. We had it first, okay? But they got to let this go. The Queen City name is ours. So we going to let that roll, okay? It's ours. All right? So as you can see, the current records 1-1. Obviously, we beat the Dallas Cowboys and then caught the fade to the Falcons, but we're not going to talk about that. That's last week. Okay? That's last week. Okay, 2-0. 2-0. Cincinnati Bengals are 2-0. Okay, they played the Indianapolis Colts. They got the dub, and they beat the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, the division opponents on a Thursday night. So they looking good. You can't take it. 2-0 is 2-0. Okay, we're just gonna roll with that. I'm not gonna take nothing from them. 2-0 is 2-0. But let's take a quick peek into this injury report. Quick peek into the injury report. So Dante Jackson showed up on his injury report. It is Wednesday. It's early, okay? It is early. So do not panic. Just because he did not participate doesn't mean he won't be limited tomorrow, and which doesn't mean he's not going to play in the game on Sunday. Rivera already said he thinks he's going to play. Dante Jackson said after the game that he was going to play. So if he says he's going to play, I believe him. Rivera, well, I don't know. I don't know if I believe anything Rivera said at this point. But I expect Dante Jackson to play and DJ Moore. Floridian slip there. I expect DJ Moore to play, and I expect Dante Jackson to play. So he's got a little groin. Groins are not good. Groins are not good, okay? Especially with speed guys. You never want to see groins. You never want to see hamstrings. But Curtis Samuel still out. We need him back. We need him back, okay? We need Curtis Samuel back. Denoris Cersei still got the concussion. Trey Turner still with the concussion. Trey, we need you back, buddy. But get your mind right. Get your mind right, but we need you back. And look who's coming back. Look who's coming back, okay? Damiere Byrd. Do you think it's a coincidence that Rivera says, "Oh, we need to lighten up DJ Moore load," and then all of a sudden, Damiere Byrd is healthy again? I don't think it's a coincidence, or he's limited. I'm sorry, he's limited in practice. I don't think it's a coincidence. Okay, Rivera went up to Byrd and said, "Listen, we need you to return punts and kicks. Okay, we need you out there. We need you out there." And I think Damiere Byrd was like, "All right, I'm the man out in these streets, so I'm just gonna go ahead and suck it up." Okay, pause. So Damiere Byrd looks like he's limited. Being limited on a Wednesday is always a good sign. If you have not, if you're not familiar with following these, limited is a good thing, especially on a Wednesday. Good chance he's gonna be limited all week, and then he's gonna play. If he somehow upgrades to full participant, that's even better. But we need Trey, we need Curtis Samuel, and obviously Greg Olsen was reportedly out of his boot and on the sidelines. He was coaching up Ian from what I saw. So again, we expect him back about 4 or 5 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised to see him after the bye. That might be a little early. But I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him soon. He's got some time to Greg Olsen I'm talking about to get right. So I expect Greg Olsen back in about 4 to 5 weeks. He's not gonna be 100%. Okay, he's never gonna be 100%. He's old. But he's still our best option, even with the banged up Ian Thomas. Greg Olsen is still better, and he's probably better than a lot of tight ends banged up. Okay, so we need Greg Olsen out there, but don't rush it, fam. Don't rush it. Take your time. Hopefully, we can straggle along until you come back, especially on the offensive side of the ball. All right, taking a look at the Bengals. The Bengals side. So obviously, Joe Mixon is out. He's out for a couple weeks. Big loss for them. But again, we said Devontae Freeman was a big loss, and look what happened to us last week. So we cannot underestimate anybody at this point. Tevin Coleman came in and carved us up. Okay, so we got to be careful. we got to be careful and not underestimate Giovanni Bernard, because he was a starting running back at one point. Obviously, they drafted Joe Mixon for a reason, but Bernard has starting experience. He's a solid guy. He's a solid back. So do not sleep on Giovanni. Okay, Billy Price. He's their rookie center. You know, I don't know how big of an impact this is going to be. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't know a lot about the Bengals. Okay, I did a little research. I watched a few games, but I don't know a lot about them. So I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to talk like I know about them, but I don't know a lot about them. Okay, so if I say anything wrong, y'all correct me. Feel free to correct me. Okay. Thomas Rawls, they just picked up. They just picked him up, I believe. And I'm not too worried about Rawls, even though Rawls was the last running back to before Tevin Coleman to run 100 yards on us. So we won't talk about that. Okay. And then Tyler Eifert, I don't know why he's on injury report, but they're full participants there. Preston Brown is limited. Preston Brown is a nice middle linebacker. He is a nice middle linebacker. I watched him. He looked really good in the Colts game, and he missed last week. He missed the game on Thursday, but he is back. And that's a big win for them. Big win for them to have him back, because he had a nice little interception in the Colts game. So he's pretty good. He's pretty solid from what I saw. But they're glad to have him back. So both teams relatively banged up. And obviously our O-line is still straggling along. We still got injuries on the O-line. They got injuries on the O-line. They got injuries on the offensive side. We got injuries on the offensive side. So it's another one of the matchups. You got to man up. Okay, let's man up. Dante Jackson, don't be too concerned about Dante. We talked about that already, but don't be too concerned about Dante. He should. We want to see him limited at least tomorrow. If he's limited tomorrow, I don't have a concern. But if he does not practice tomorrow, Amber Alert, that's wild. If he doesn't, scare the crap out of me too. If he does not practice tomorrow, then we'll be concerned. If he does not practice tomorrow. Okay, but I expect him to be limited tomorrow. If he's limited, all is well. If he's DNP, then we might. My concern level will grow a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna move on from the injuries. Current rankings. Sorry, you can't see the Saints at the bottom, but they are 1-1. Obviously, they have a loss, a division loss, as do we. But their win, who did they play last week? Their win came against the AFC. That's why they're at the bottom, and we're above them because our NFC win counts a little bit more. So we, again, division, it goes in the rankings of losses. You want to win your division games. You want to win your conference games, because when it comes down to tiebreakers, you want to make sure you have those victories on your side. AFC wins don't matter as much. So you want to have, but they do matter in head-to-head. They do matter, but they don't matter as much as an NFC win or a conference division win. Okay, so that's why we're above them. And if the rankings were to end today, or if the season were to end today, we would be ahead of them because we have a division win or a conference win. Bucks sitting at the top, they looking nice. Fitz Magic, Swag Magic, he looking nice right now. I'm not too concerned about the Bucks at the moment, but they do look good. I respect the Bucks. They look very solid. The Falcons obviously got the dub over us. Much needed dub for them at home. So this division is gonna be tight. I'm gonna keep this every week because the division gonna be tight, and we gotta keep track of it. Same with the NFC as a whole. This is the NFC rankings. Obviously, the Bucks in the top, and obviously this slide doesn't matter right now. This slide does not matter right now. But as we get closer to the end of the season, if we're in contention, you'll start to see teams clinch, and we'll kind of keep track of where we stand in that. So obviously, it doesn't matter much right now. Okay, all right. So moving on, let's talk about where they sit, or where we sit and where they sit in the rankings, and talk a little context. Okay, because these rankings look nice, but it's all about context. Okay, all about context. when you talk rankings and you talk stats, you got to talk context, okay? All right. So total offense, we're 16th. We're a middle of the road team, literally, when it comes to yardage. When it comes to this is yardage based, not points. Not points. This is yards. So literally a middle of the road team. Pass offense is 20th, which is I meant to put last week's up there so you can kind of see the difference, but I didn't get a chance to do it. But pass offense is 20th, which is a jump from where we were in the prior week, obviously. Rush offense is still 5th. We're still 5th. Obviously, Cam being involved in the run game, he's gonna keep us up there. It may not seem like it, again, because our running backs don't get much love in the run game. C.J. Anderson doesn't get much love. McCaffrey's getting all the runs, and the way the game flow was last week, obviously it took us out of the run game. It took us out of the run game, period. But late we had to scramble. So game flow, we could be higher than this. I think we should be higher than 5th. But obviously we got to run the ball, and we got to be consistent. We got to hang in games. Defense has got to step up. It all works together, okay? So rush offense, we're 5th. Total defense, we're 13th. Obviously, that Falcons game hurt us. And like Slim said, it's 2 games, okay? It is 2 games. It's only 2 games played. So again, that's part of the context, okay? So 13th in defense, total defense, still good. I know it looked bad on Sunday. It looked bad, okay? It looked bad. But we're still good. We're still good, okay? It wasn't as bad as it could have been. Yes, as Amos 85 says, 7th in pass defense. It is good. The Cowboys game helped us out a lot. We shut them down really well. So that game is gonna, and then Matt Ryan and they didn't go off on us too much. It could have been a lot worse. I think we held them. We held them pretty. We held them. I say okay. I expect if we can duplicate the performance, if Bradbury can step up and do the same thing he did against if he can do what he did against Julio Jones against AJ Green, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But we'll talk about that later. But rush defense is deplorable. I don't think I've ever seen this in the history of Panther football, us being 25th against the rush. It's been a while since that's been the case. Obviously, the Falcons game hurt us big time in the rankings as far as rush defense is concerned. It was not good there, and this is why I'm putting this up there so we can keep track. We can keep track of where we are week to week. Are we improving? Are we getting better? And pass defense is good. The pass defense is good statistically. Again, game flow in Atlanta had a lot to do with it. They got ahead of us. They could sit back. They didn't have to pass the ball as much. They could run the ball, and they were able to run the ball. So you have to take that context into consideration there. Game flow matters. When we against Dallas, we just sat on the ball. We were able to run the ball. We sat on it, and we just ball control offense. That's our game, is ball control. And we were able to they weren't able to throw on us very much. So that's why the rankings are the way they are. Okay, so it is what it is. Now moving on to the Bengals. Their total offense is 19th, a little below average. A little below average. If you watch the film, it does kind of correlate. They start slow. In my opinion, I've seen them start slow a little bit, and they definitely pick it up. To me, they make very good second half adjustments, especially in that Colts game. They came out guns a-blazing in that Colts game. But they're 17th in pass offense, 17th in rush offense. With Mixon out, it hurts them a lot in both categories because Mixon was able to take the ball and he was able to receive the ball and run the ball. So Mixon being out does hurt him. But again, let me stress, Giovanni Bernard is capable. And in fact, the last time we played them, Giovanni Bernard was the one that had 137 yards against us last time in 2014. Yes, Short was on the roster. Yes, Silatolu was on the roster. I believe it was their rookie year. And he rushed for 137 yards against us. Giovanni Bernard, that same Giovanni Bernard, rushed for 137 yards, most of which came on a long, I think it was 90-yard run. So he got up the middle and was out. Very similar to what Tevin Coleman did. Okay, very similar, okay? So don't sleep. Do not sleep on Giovanni Bernard. He's capable. Defense rankings, 27th in total defense, 30th in pass defense. 30th in pass defense. 2 games, okay? They can be thrown on. Their secondary is capable. They can play. Their secondary can play, okay? But the 30th in pass, they are susceptible. And they're 3rd against the run. The context behind that is that they played the Colts and the Ravens. I don't even know who the Colts trotted out there. What, Jordan Wilkins and Naeem Hines, okay, and you got Alex Collins for the Ravens. I mean, not the most intimidating 2 teams when it comes to rushes, okay. So the rush defense is good, but I think they can be beat. Especially, I saw Lamar Jackson run a couple read option plays against them, and it didn't look too good. They weren't able to defend it very well. So hopefully Cam can take that read option, and obviously Cam is always going to keep us in the game as far as the rushes go. We'll always be able to run the ball because Cam is going to scramble when he has to, and he's going to, the read option is going to work in a little bit, okay? So let's move on from the rankings. I don't know why I have injury report up there twice. Let's talk about these quarterbacks. Andy Dalton, okay? Andy Dalton is solid quarterback. They really like play action. We gotta watch this play action. Dude can get out the pocket. He likes getting rid of the ball very quick. He likes getting the ball very quick. He's completed 63% or 60. Let's round it up to 65% of his passes. 508 yards on 6 touchdowns, and just has 1 interception. So he's pretty efficient. Okay, he has 105 passer rating, and that ranks 3rd in the AFC and 7th in the NFL. He's solid. He's solid. Okay. 25% of his throws are going to AJ Green. 25% of his throws are going to AJ Green, so we got to stop AJ Green, and we have to stop the supporting cast. That's where we got killed last game. We focused in on Julio. We stopped Julio, but then everybody else got off. Tyler Boyd, your John Ross. We got to keep them under wraps. But Cam is the equalizer. Okay? Cam is the equalizer. He runs the ball. He had a very good pass game throwing the ball last week. Looked very good throwing the ball. So for that, I'm giving a check mark to Cam. He's the equalizer. He is the equalizer. Okay. So we rolling with Cam on versus Andy Dalton. Okay, that's an easy one. But again, we gave a check mark to Cam last week, and Matt Ryan had a monster game. So we gotta stop Andy. We gotta make him look bad. Okay. Moving on. C.J. Anderson and McCaffrey versus Giovanni Bernard, Thomas Rawls, Mark Walton, all them good folks. Again, let me reiterate. Giovanni Bernard ran for 137 yards against us, fam. 137 yards against us last time. Don't sleep. Do not sleep on him. Okay? Don't sleep on Giovanni Bernard, all right? So, but McCaffrey and hopefully C.J. Anderson can get a little bit more runs. Okay? I want to see C.J. Anderson and Christian McCaffrey get on the field at the same time. More of the first play. The first play that we saw against Atlanta, where they both were on the field, and we were able to, and C.J. Anderson was able to break off for a nice little run. Let's do more of that. But I will say we have to keep the game manageable. If we can keep the game manageable, get ahead, get in our little swag, getting our little ball control offense. If that's what we're gonna do, I'd rather us air it out personally. But I know our coaching staff, we're gonna get in our little ball control swag. But the defense is going to have to do their job. But still, obviously McCaffrey and C.J. Anderson get the check mark, in my opinion. Again, obviously somebody's going to have to step up. Giovanni Bernard is capable, man. I just don't want us to get caught sleeping, because we did that last week. We thought since Freeman was out, we was going to have a free ride, and it didn't happen. We got caught sleeping, fam. I got caught sleeping last week. Double trouble resurgence. Man, listen, I don't know about that, but I like McCaffrey. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. DJ Moore, our real number one receiver. AJ Green. AJ Green's a monster. Okay? He's got 11 catches on 17 targets, 4 touchdowns. He is beasting in the end zone. He's getting in the end zone. Okay? He is getting in the end zone. And we didn't see him last time. Last time we played the Bengals, he had a toe injury. And Mohamed Sanu stepped up and got 120 receiving yards on us last game. Our cornerbacks was terrible. Okay, that was it wasn't good that year. Okay, it was not good. But AJ Green has some ball security issues though. He's already got 2 fumbles lost. Okay, so he has some fumbling issues. If we can get the peanut punch action popping, maybe we can negate some of those big gains he may or may not have. He's got a ball security issue, okay? He's got a ball security issue. But I just hope. Who's the Bengals' number 2 wide receiver? They've got Tyler Boyd. And they also have John Ross. John Ross is a speed guy. I know everybody wants to see John Ross versus Dante Jackson in a 40 match. And who can run the 40 the fastest. Everybody wants to see that speed match. That speed matchup. Okay, so Slim J, who knows the Bengals much more than me. I'm looking at a depth chart, but he knows the Bengals, so he says John Ross is the number 2, and but I see Tyler Boyd as number 2 on the depth chart, but John Ross looks to be number 2. But everybody, that would mean that you would see the Dante Jackson, John Ross matchup, which everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see that matchup. Okay, so. It's good. It's gonna be interesting if that groin start acting up though for Dante. We won't have nobody else to match up with in the secondary. I tell you that. It's guns a blazing, bruh. It's over. If Dante, John Ross burning somebody. John Ross is gonna burn somebody if Dante Jackson is not on the field. Everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to see it. Okay, but AJ Green definitely takes them over the top until DJ Moore is played more than 25% of snaps. We won't know that we have this real number 1 on our roster. And I've been saying it since preseason. DJ Moore is our true number 1 receiver. DJ Moore is our true number 1 receiver. He needs to be out there. Y'all might not see it now. It's okay. It's okay if you don't see it right now. I seen it. I looked into the future. DJ Moore is it. Curtis Samuel is not coming back. He's still on the injury injury report as did not practice. So Samuel's not coming back. Funchess is number 2. Funchess is a number 2, and I don't mean a number 2 as in bathroom number 2. He's okay. He's better than that. he's better than that. Okay. He's better than that. Let me chill. Let me chill on Funchess. Let me not load the clip on Funchess. I'ma chill. Okay. DJ Moore's our true number 1. Let him coach and staff. I don't want to have to load the clip on y'all, okay? I do not want to have to load the clip on y'all. Please don't make me do it next week. I don't want to have to come on this show on Monday. I don't want to have to come on this show on Monday and report again that DJ Moore has only played 25% of snaps. I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all this right now. If DJ Moore does not play more, if he only plays 25% of snaps, then I'm canceling the show on Monday, dog. I'm not doing a show on Monday unless this dude gets He better have more than 25% of snaps, because I'm afraid of what I might get the show might get pulled down if I come on here and this dude only has 25% of snaps, because I'm gonna be snapping. Okay, I'm not even gonna put y'all through that. Okay, I don't even want to put y'all through that. So again, play DJ Moore, coaching staff. All right, let's move on. Tight ends, Ian Thomas. Bruh, you gotta step up. You gotta step up, okay? Ian Thomas. I feel like the Bengals are a little susceptible to tight ends. Okay, when I was watching film, I saw them give up some yardage to some tight ends. Okay, they gave up a lot of yardage to tight ends. I don't have a stat in front of me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot, because I saw tight ends get involved a lot. So Ian Thomas, we need you to catch the ball when it comes to you. I believe that Ian Thomas has it in him, but when we're talking about these rookies, expect them to make mistakes, okay? No, I do think DJ Moore is a number one receiver, but I don't think he's perfect either. He's not perfect, okay? That he's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna drop a ball or two. He's a rookie. Ian Thomas, he already dropped a couple balls, okay? He's a rookie. These guys have to. When we're talking rookies here, you got to cut them some slack. So yeah, he dropped the ball. You think he knows what he did? He knows he's gonna come back. He's gonna redeem himself. I would not be surprised if Ian Thomas has a relatively good game. I'm talking maybe like 3-4 catches, 40 yards maybe. That might be a bit too much. But 3 catches, 40 yards, I think that's a solid game for E. I think he's gonna have a solid game. I really do. I really believe in that. I believe in Ian. He's gonna have a solid game. On Sunday. But the experience goes to the Bengals. They got Eifert, and they also have Tyler Kroft. They got two solid tight ends. Obviously, Eifert, he's healthy now, and he was a beast a few years ago. He's not that same guy. But Andy Dalton loves getting his tight ends involved. He loves getting getting rid of the ball quick, especially in play action. But I got to give them the check mark due to experience. Eifert is a beast. He is a beast. He was a beast a couple years. He was putting up insane touchdown numbers a couple years ago. I know I had him in fantasy. He was a beast. Okay, he ain't the same. He's definitely not the same. Okay, all right. So let's keep it moving. Eifert does get the check mark. And company, they get the check mark. Offensive line, we both a little banged up. The Bengals are missing their center. They're missing Billy Price. He's gonna be missing a couple weeks. But we banged up too. I was gonna give us a check mark. But Trey is still hurt. We still trying to figure it out. Up front. We still got Chris Clark getting acclimated. Hopefully, Van Rote won't have to give him the calls this week. He can kind of be a little bit more independent. We can run a little bit more up front. But I still got to give them. I got to give them the check mark. And the reason being is because over the first 2 games, Andy Dalton has only been sacked twice. He's only been pressured 7 times. Okay, that's impressive. On the other hand, Cam Newton has been sacked 5 times. 5 times to 10 QB hits. Okay, so they're keeping Dalton pretty clean. And I know Billy Price is hurt. I don't know how much that's gonna hurt them or not. I don't know enough about them. Okay, I don't know enough about their offensive line. Obviously, Slim J is saying Cordy Glenn. I think they acquired him in the offseason. But yeah, their offensive line historically has had issues. I do know that, but they are much better. They are much improved, obviously, within the first 2 games. And I was gonna say, you got to put some context to it. Obviously, the Colts, pass rush, they ain't really known for their pass rush, but the Ravens are. And it was a Thursday, just to put a little bit more context behind that. It was a Thursday, but these two teams know each other. So you got to expect that the Bengals were probably relatively ready for what they were going to see, and they still couldn't get to him. They still couldn't get to him. But man, we just got to keep Cam clean. 29 of 36 Cam's throws, 3 of them were drops. 295 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. That was last week. It was 5th best when he had a clean pocket. So of his snaps last week, of his dropbacks, 29 of them were clean. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. 36 of his dropbacks, he had a clean pocket. 36 of his dropbacks, he had a clean pocket. And he was completed 29 of 36 passes, okay, for 295 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now, under pressure, obviously, he was 3 of 9 for 40 yards, 1 interception, which was not his fault. And that was 2nd worst. So under pressure, Cam is not good. I mean, it's obvious. Keep the clean pocket. He's really good. Under pressure, he's not that good. Bird is practicing now. Bird is practicing now, Marcus. He's practicing. So he's still hurt, but I think he's coming on his way back. But they get the check mark. They're keeping Andy Dalton pretty clean. And Andy Dalton helps them out because he gets rid of the ball really quick. And they do really quick passes, a lot of play action, a lot of screens. They help each other out, and that's one thing we haven't quite grasped yet here in Carolina. The play calling, everybody has to help you, and it helps when you got AJ Green too. It definitely helps. You can get him the ball really quick, but the play calling is helping out Andy Dalton. I'm witnessing how quick they're getting rid of the ball. He doesn't have to make too many reads. It's one read, boom, it's out. The ball is out. The play calling is definitely helping out Andy Reid and the offensive line improve. So shout out to them on that. Defensive line. This one was hard. Okay, this one was hard. This one is hard. The Bengals. Shout out to my chat cats. They helped me out a little bit with some of this content. But they got Geno Atkins. They got Carlos Dunlap. B. Atkins has 9 tackles and 3 sacks. Okay. The 3 sacks are tied for the 2nd most in the AFC and tied for 3rd most in the NFL. Dunlap has a sack, and 4 of his passes defended are the most in the NFL for a non-defensive back. So he's knocking down passes, okay? He's knocking down passes. They got, I think Michael Johnson was practicing. I think they said he was going to be out for a couple weeks, but then he's actually practicing, okay? Us, on the other hand, we're struggling. We're struggling, okay? We're struggling. We're not getting any help from the edge rushers. We got gashed up the middle last week. It was a tale of 2 defensive lines. Week 1 and week 2. Okay, week 1 and week 2. Two totally different defensive lines out there. Which one's gonna show up? I don't know. Okay, I don't know which one's gonna show up. But they've got a nice little rotation. Obviously, Slim reports that they got Jordan Willis, Carl Lawson, and Sam Hubbard, which is all true. They all play well. Our rotation, Horton is playing well. Addison, he's doing okay. Peppers, they saying they want to get Peppers more snaps, but I don't know if that's what Peppers needs. I don't know if Peppers needs more snaps. I don't know if that's the case. When I'm seeing him, he just maybe he needs more time to get his legs up under him. But I don't know, man. Our defensive line is struggling, and I never thought I'd do this season. I never thought I would do this season, okay? I didn't think it was going to happen. But I got to get a check mark to the Bengals. The Bengals have a good they get after it, okay? They get after it. They get after it. And Geno Atkins up the middle. I mean, you know, I don't know. I just hope we can hold up. Obviously, Cam's equalizer. Again, I saw Lamar Jackson run a couple read option plays, and they got gashed a little bit. So we got to use Cam's. You know, obviously Cam has a weapon that that others don't, and he's effective in the run game. And I don't think they don't see that in their division, and they're just not familiar with it. We've only played them 5 times, so I don't know. We'll see what happens on Sunday. We'll see what happens on Sunday. But right now, I will say this: if our defense if our defensive line didn't play the way they played last week, I would have gave us a check mark. But coming off of that game, it was not good. It was not good coming off that game. Guys got to step up. I think they're gonna really get after it. I expect two sacks at minimum from the defensive line. 2 sacks with Billy Price out. I think Kawan Short is gonna feast. I think Poe is gonna feast up front. I think we get 2. If we don't have 2 sacks at minimum this game, I'm gonna be concerned. I'm gonna be concerned with the pass rush. It's not there. Obviously, they showed up against Dallas. I do not know what happened against Atlanta. I do not know what happened against Atlanta. We disappeared. Atlanta came prepared. We weren't. Eric Washington, you got to do better. But for now, the check mark goes to the Bengals. Hopefully, our O-line can hold up because they are good. So just listen, when you're watching this game on Sunday, and if our O-line is struggling a little bit and Cam is running all over the place and dumping off to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey has another 14 receptions, that's why. That's why. He's got to get rid of the ball. Okay? So moving on. Linebackers. No Perfect for them. He's still on a 4-game suspension. They start Preston Brown in the middle, Nick Vigil on strong side, Jordan Evans, I could be wrong, on the weak side. Obviously, they don't have Luke Kuechly. I'm not even going to hold y'all up. They don't have Luke. Shaq, you got to step up, though. You got to step up, Shaq. And again, I said it last week, it starts up front. If the front 4 are playing well, then Shaq is going to play well. It all starts up front. It's a ripple effect when it comes to the defense. A ripple effect when it comes to the defense. You got to play well up front. It allows the linebackers to move freely. It allows Luke to get clear shots at the running back. But the front 4 have to do it. Okay? The linebackers are trash because the front 4 were trash. Okay? TD is not playing, though. TD is not playing. We all know. We're all aware TD is still on a 4-game suspension. Okay? He's got one more game. It's not a 4-week. It's a 4-game suspension. So he'll be back, I think, week 6. Yes, week 6. Okay, they don't have Mixon, but they have Giovanni Bernard, and he's very capable. Their linebackers are good, though. This Preston Brown kid, he's really good. I like what I saw on film from him. He's active, especially when guarding like tight ends. He gets after it. Their linebackers can move, so I'm impressed with their linebackers. But again, they don't have Luke Kuechly. I don't think I'll ever be checking that box on the other side when it comes to Luke Kuechly and company, especially when TD gets back. They're just too good. The linebackers are too good. But all right, let's move on. This is another one. This is another one that's pretty difficult. This is another one that was pretty difficult. Okay, they've got they play a lot of man. I've seen them man up a lot, and this is what concerns me. We need somebody that plays a zone so we can get our guys in the open space. Cause manning up, our guys just can't separate. Okay, Jacob Patrick. They got Sean Williams. They've got William Jackson. Jesse Bates. Remember the guy that we all mocked to us? We all wanted Jesse Bates. He has a pick. He has a pick this year. He's looking good. He's looking good. Jesse Bates is impressive. Okay, I'd rather have Jesse Bates than what we have. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. I'd rather have Jesse Bates than what we have. Okay. But I will say that it was difficult because I think Bradbury and Dante Jackson they looked good. Like, they really did look okay last week. I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed with Dante Jackson and Bradbury. They have the potential. They have the potential to be very good together. If we decide to extend Bradbury, which is a whole nother discussion. He's not on the contract year yet, but I'm just saying. I'm just thinking ahead a little bit. They could be very good. Jackson playing well. I like the dog. I like the dog in him. It's just the thing that separates them is the safety help. We still, with Cersei out, he wasn't that good anyway. And looks like we got Colin Jones starting potentially, and Galden. Galden is still unknown. He think he struggled a little bit out there last week. I gotta watch the film again, but I think he struggled a little bit. But Jesse Bates looks good. So I think their secondary as a whole, they have a little bit more solidarity back there. We're still trying to figure it out. Back there, so I give them the check mark. Again, I'm trying to be objective as possible. I know this is a Panthers podcast, but I got to keep it a buck. Here. But I do think Bradbury's going to do a good job. I expect him to do a good job on AJ Green. Julio to me is a better receiver than AJ, but AJ happens to find the end zone a lot more. And we got to do better there. Okay, we got to do better. So I give them the check mark. All right, so let's just take a look at the summary here. I took out special teams because nobody really cares. Okay, we got the quarterback, we got the running back. They have the wide receivers, they have the tight ends, and they have the offensive line. So on paper, they have a better offense. On paper, statistically this year, not so much. But on paper, they have the better offense, and this is what this is about. We're just paper. It's all paper. Okay, we're going by paper. All right, so that's the offense. And then on defense, they've got the better defensive line. I think it could be a push, but again, we don't do pushes on this podcast. You got to make a choice, make a decision. And their O-line is, their defensive line is playing better than ours right now. We're struggling right now. We got to fix it. I do think that the defensive line bounces back. But for right now, at this point, I had to make a decision, and Cincinnati gets it. I think our defensive line backs back. I expect 2 sacks. 2 sacks out of our defensive line on that Andy Dalton. Again, the Bengals have only given up 2, but with the bang-up Jesse Bates, I expect that. I expect two sacks from the defensive line. And one of them coming from Kewan Short. We've got the linebackers, and they have the secondary. So on paper, their defense is better than ours, and I would go with that right now. The way we're playing, we're not playing very well. Coming off that Atlanta game. But I really think we're gonna bounce back. So Dave is not here, so it's my keys to Carolina. My keys. What do we gotta do to win the game? What do we gotta do to win this game? What's y'all suggestions? Before I get to mine, what are y'all suggestions? Who is our field goal kicker? Our field goal kicker is Graham Gano. He's a beast, but we overpaid him. Okay. All right. So kidnap AJ Green is not possible. We got lucky last time. He stubbed the toe. Okay, last time we didn't get a chance to see him, but this time he's healthy. He's 100%, and he's already got 4 touchdowns. Waiting to feast. He's waiting to feast. Okay, so let me get in the mindset. Y'all don't want to. Okay, shut down the outside runs. Oh, that's fair. Stop the pressure. Stop the run and pressure Andy Dalton. Utilize our talent. Yes, that's actually one of mine. Keep the defense on their toes. Yeah, I agree with all that. Dalton folds when you hit him. That's true. But see, I think they fixed that. Slim, when I watch the film, he's getting rid of the ball really quick. But he does throw the ball away really quick. Like he maybe we'll tie. All right. feed DJ. That's a good. Yeah, I agree, man. Listen, he gets rid of the ball. I think their O-line has improved, but I think their play calling with him getting rid of the ball so quick, it Dante could jump one of these things, okay? Dante could jump one of these things and get a pick six. I see it. I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing Dante Jackson jump one of those quick slant routes and taking it to the house. I see it, man. I see it. Because they like to run those slants. You remember the slant route that we still can't guard to this day? They like to run those. They run those a lot. Over the middle. Everything's quick for them. And when it's not quick, it's going deep to AJ Green. All right. So, all right. Here's my first one. Keep AJ Green out of the end zone. This man is feasting right now. I'm not saying we got to keep him under 100 yards. I mean, that'd be nice. That'd be a win. I think Bradbury's capable. I think Bradbury is capable of holding AJ Green down a little bit, holding him back, not shutting him down, just containing him. Just contain him a little bit. Okay? Just contain him. That's all we ask. But just keep him out of the end zone. Force Dalton to go somewhere else, and then everybody else has to step up. Eifert is a beast in the red zone, or he used to be a beast in the red zone. Shaq, that's your man's. You gotta man up. You was terrible against Hooper. Terrible. Hooper was all over our linebackers last week. You gotta step up, Shaq. Yeah. You're gonna see it. Unfortunately, you're gonna see AJ Green line up in the slot against Captain One-on-One. It's gonna happen. They're gonna move him around. It's just smart football. They're not. Listen, most teams are not like us. Okay. Most teams are not going to line up Funchess every time on the left side of the field. Okay? Some teams are smart enough to play their best receiver, and then move that receiver around to take advantage of the defense. Okay? Not everybody is us. Okay? I'm just keeping it 100, okay? So we got to give Cam some time. Their pass rush is great. Okay? We got to give Cam some time. Just protect him a little bit. Let Cam get through his reads. We did an excellent job. Obviously, comes with some context. The Falcons were playing a little bit of prevent. And it allowed Cam to get a little bit of time, but the O-line held up. They held up, okay? The O-line held up pretty well last week. With Clark's second week at left tackle, I think he's gonna hold up. He's gonna get better. To get comfortable with the calls. I think the O-line is. I just wish Trey would come back. If Trey would come back, we'll start to get a glimpse of what our future O-line could be, with a decent left tackle. Moten at right tackle, and then Van Roten, and then Trey, and then probably if Larson was the center, we can start to get a glimpse. Okay? Get a glimpse of what our O-line could be. Hopefully they'll hold up. And the third one, please do this. Because I don't want to have to do this, man. I don't want to have to load the clip next week, all right? I don't want to have to load the clip. I don't want to have to cancel the show next week, okay? Y'all think I'm playing? I will cancel this show. If DJ Moore has 25% of snaps or under, I will cancel the show because I'm afraid of my actions come Monday. Okay? I'm afraid of my actions come Monday if DJ Moore only has 25% or less. Okay? I'm afraid of my actions. We got to get this man the ball. Get this man the ball, please. Play him. Number one, get him some snaps. He's electric. Man. I would be happy with it. I would be happy with 50% of snaps. I said this before on a podcast. If he had 50% of snaps and had 0 catches, I would be happy. I would be happy, because he has to get experience. Let him run a route. Let him get a contested. Catch or something. Let him get under his feet. Let him get some confidence. I still canceled Aspen. That's a good question. Shout out to Aspen. If he plays 25% of snaps and we win, I'm still gonna cancel the show. Yes, because I was still mad after the Dallas game. We have to play DJ Moore. He's too good, man. I'm telling you, he is too good. That 51-yard catch is not a fluke. He did that in college consistently, all the time. That's not a fluke. Get him out of there, man. Get him out there and let him. Or coaching staff got to get out of here. Play him. Stop making him do kick punt returns, and stop. Let Damiere Byrd do that, and put this man anywhere on the field. Slot. Put him in the slot. College. It doesn't matter, but it's an indicator. It's an indicator. Okay, it's an indicator. This man is special. I told you, I seen it in the preseason. I seen it in week 2 now. He's special. Get this man the ball. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Get this man the ball. All right, so that's all I got this week. Let me see. Whoops. All right. So all right. So let's talk about it. My prediction. I think we get the W. I think there's 2 reasons why I think we get the W, okay? This is why we get the W. First of all, you're going to do it for the Carolinas, all right? The Carolinas was devastated by this hurricane. There's a lot of emotion around. People need something to look forward to. If you need to garner some emotion, play for the states. Play for North Carolina, play for South Carolina. I think these guys are going to be ready. They're going to be playing hard. I think the coaching staff finally plays DJ Moore, because if they don't, I'm going to be pissed. And I think the defense is going to bounce back. They had a rough go. They had a rough go last week. I'm pretty sure Rivera and company is cussing them out. The Bengals are on a roll. They did have 10 days rest. That's all fair. But listen, it don't matter. You got to strap up on Sundays. They played the Colts and they played the Ravens. I'm not blown away by either one of those teams. This is the Carolina Panthers, okay? We bout that. We bout it, okay? We bout that life this week. This week, we're going to be ready. I think we're going to get the W. I think it's going to be like 24-17. 24-17. I think CMC registers another 100-yard all-purpose game. I think we're gonna have a good game, man. I'm excited. I think we'll be here in Sweet Caroline, and we'll be playing Sweet Caroline on the podcast on Monday. I'm excited. I think we got it. I think we got it under control. I think we forgot about last week, and I'm going with the Panthers this week. Obviously, we called the Falcons loss early in our preseason early long time ago. We called that loss. We knew that was gonna be a fade. We don't play well in Atlanta. It's just one of those things. But we back at home. We gotta protect the bank. We gotta protect the bank. No, we not underestimating the team. I see it. I saw it. I watched both games. But I mean, they're 2-0. You gotta respect 2-0 no matter what it is. It's the NFL. You gotta respect it. But I think we're gonna be fine. We gotta be fine. Carolina fans might be in general, but I'm not. They got more check marks. You can see it. We just talked about it. Yeah, we gotta get DJ Moore involved. I agree. More drag routes, more screen. Give him a bubble screen, man. See what he could do with it, man. Get him out there. I 1000% agree. But let me see. Did y'all see the I know a lot of y'all probably came late. A lot of y'all probably came late. So I'm gonna let y'all peep this video, the new intro video. I debuted it. I debuted it for the intro, but it wasn't that many watching. So I'm gonna replay the intro just for y'all, okay? I'm gonna replay the intro just for y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna replay the intro for all the people that came late, okay? Because we got a new intro video. Shout out to Sideline Mike for doing this for us. We got a new intro video. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Peep game. Same song though for the haters.
This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this'll be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta
Yo, John was fire, right? That John was fire. Shout out, man, sideline Mike. Again, I put his information in the description box at some point, so y'all can reach out. He has a website. Believe his Twitter, Sideline Mike. Yeah, so holla at Sideline Mike, man. He's a real cool dude. Whipped it up for me real quick. Pause. So I appreciate that, man. It's dope. All right. So I know some of y'all haters don't like the song, but I like it, so I'm rocking with it. Don't that joint just get you ready to go watch get ready to watch Panther football, man? That joint had me lit. I watched it at least 15 times on I believe it was Tuesday when I got it. But that joint was fire, man. All right. So that being said, that's all I got. I'm gonna get off this thing. Hopefully we can get Dave back, so the show won't be as dry. I'm not good at. I'm the complete opposite of Pat. Pat likes doing the show by himself. I need somebody to bounce stuff off of. So I should have invited him on the show, to be honest with you. He's been on before when Dave was out. I should have invited him, but I wasn't thinking about it. Shout out to the Bengals fans in here too, man. Yo, sub up, man. I appreciate it. But yo, let me give y'all the information, man. We on Twitter, Panther Nation PC. Follow us on Twitter. We got to get more active out there, okay? We got to get more active on Twitter. I be out there sometimes with some crazy happen, but nothing. Other than that, I be chilling. So Panther Nation Podcast on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. I feel another giveaway, man. I feel another giveaway coming. Pause. I feel another giveaway. What y'all think, man? What should I do? Hold on. Let me go grab something. I'm feeling another. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab something. I feel another giveaway. Hold on. Yo, I'm feeling another giveaway, man. What y'all think? What y'all think about this jump? What y'all think about this jump right here? So y'all remember our Super Bowl year, and we sent mad dudes to the Pro Bowl. I think I got everybody up here. No, I got Josh Norman. Who's that? Greg? No, Jonathan Stewart. Kewan Short. Ryan Khalil, I believe. Thomas Davis. We sent mad people. No, Cam is not on this. This is the Pro Bowl helmet. It's when we sent like mad dudes to the Pro Bowl. I think I'm missing Greg and I'm missing Cam and Tolbert. Those are the only 3 I was missing. Everybody else is up there from the Pro Bowl. But yo, I don't know. I'm feeling another giveaway, man. I'm feeling another giveaway. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I gotta find a subscriber number to do it. And I might on our bye week, the week after next, I might do Panther feud. It's time for a Panther feud. Okay. It might be time for Panther feud. Who would play Panther feud? Who remembers our last episode? We had my boy Jameek and we had Marcus, and Marcus won Panther feud last time. We're gonna have some harder questions. Dave. Are you trying to join, bro? He said send me a text. I'm not on either, Dave. Hold on 1 second. Dave is texting me. I was just about to log off. Now Dave trying to come back in. Hold on. Let me see what Dave. But yeah, so somebody was, I think Alex was asking me about Cam autograph. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. It's pretty elusive. That's why I try to get them as rookies, because they're easier to get. But Cam, yeah, definitely. Shout out to Aspen. She was there when I got. She was actually there when we both got Cam on a jersey at practice. I think it was the Super Bowl year 2015. We were both standing there with jerseys. We had 2 jerseys. I had a blue one. I believe hers was black, or I can't remember what color hers was. But yeah, we're both standing there, and she has the juice. We call Aspen the juice because she tends to get everybody's autograph that she wants. But yeah, that day was super dope. I never forget, we were sitting at the practice fence, both of us standing together, just waiting, and he ended up coming right to us and signed both of our jerseys. Super dope. Shout out to Aspen. Shout out, she got the juice. But yeah, jerseys are fun. But yeah, I don't know if Dave's gonna join or not. But man, listen, just let's just hope. Let's just keep track of DJ Moore's snap count. Let's just keep. That's funny. I probably would if I did dress up as King Booker. He would probably love that. But yeah, he definitely donned the nickname of King Booker to myself, and it's very great. Shout out to Donald. I see you from the QC, the real QC. Battle for the QC on Sunday. We're gonna see who got it. Who is the real Queen City? I believe it's Charlotte. We want that thing. Oh, there go Dave right there. I'm about to close out, Dave. I've been on since like 8:30, so I'm about to close out, man. You gotta catch this on the replay, bro. So Dave, just keep in mind. I told the people, I told the chat cast that if DJ Moore does not have more than 25% of snaps, then I'm canceling the show on Monday. All right, I'm gonna mark every snap too. If I don't see him out there, I'm keeping track of my own snap count, and if I don't see him out there more than 25% of snaps, I'm canceling the show. So there won't be no show on Monday. Win or lose, bro. Win or lose, show is canceled, yo. Win or lose, show is canceled, fam. They might have to roll solo. Dave got it. I will tally marks. I will. Yes, I will. I will cancel this. Yeah, I promise y'all, yo, Dave gonna be solo on Monday, cause I will be pissed. I'll be too pissed. I'll be too pissed to do it. I'm gonna be cussing. Yo, it'll be mad shots, dog, mad shots. But yo, that's funny, man. But all right, man, I'm about to close this thing out. Again, let me hit this outro. And I'll holler at y'all on Monday, hopefully. Hopefully we get the W, okay? Let's get this W, and hopefully DJ Moore play 25% more than 25% of snaps, okay? On that note, it was fun. Peace out.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Keep pounding, people. Holler at y'all on Monday, or y'all be hollering at Dave. One or the other. Peace out.